Yo, welcome to the Choppin It Up podcast featuring your boy Jordan.
What up? What up? It's your boy Eric.
We are back at it with another episode. Eric, how you doing, bro? You doing good?
Great, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Just chilling in the crib like we've been doing for the last year, pretty much. And just chilling, man. Just relaxing, bro. Just hanging. You know.
2021 came and the same thing be here.
Right. Honestly. So let's get this popping, bro. So we just want to answer some questions that we have got from some friends on Instagram. And we just gonna chop it up, man, and talk about movies and music and really just what's been going on right now in the world. So let's
yes, sir. All right, so we got our first question, and it goes: Star Wars or Star Trek or Game of Thrones? You want to answer that?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably the worst person to answer this question just because I'm not really the biggest movie head, but also too, I've never seen Star Wars. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I have seen Star Trek. Now, before all of y'all fire me up, because I know there will be some people that fire me up, I don't really know a lot about the characters. I just was like, you know what? It looks good. Let me go to the movie theater and watch it. I personally enjoyed it. I'm just saying. I thought it was a good storyline. I know people are saying, well, why would you like Star Trek when Star Wars is better? I get it. But your boy just was not raised watching Star Wars. I mean, I wasn't raised watching Star Trek either. But I don't know, bro. Something about Star Trek just like, yes, it's corny sometimes, but like low key is not bad either. You know what I'm saying? But Star Wars, bro, like I just can't get into it, dog. I really can't. I don't know what it is, bro. It just doesn't interest me. I can't explain it.
I've only seen Star Wars one time through. And I watched it, wanted to go watch the new Star Wars with a friend and just never seen it before. And so we sat down one day at a friend's house and we watched all the like required Star Wars movies because apparently some are not required and they're bad. So we watched it. I was like, okay, it's pretty cool, fighting in the space, whatever stuff, lightsabers. It's cool. Yeah. But, never seen Star Trek, so I don't know a single thing about it. I can't give you an opinion on that. Yeah, Game of Thrones, I didn't watch it, but I did watch like a little bit of the last season because my friend was really into it, and so I went to go watch it with him. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't watch it because from what the ending that they gave to the people, it apparently was super dissatisfying and like just bad. So I don't know. Don't have an opinion on Game of Thrones. Star Wars is cool, I guess. I'm not a big like fan of it. I'm not like gonna go get like a Star Wars figurine or something. But I guess I'll watch it. And then
I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah. So do you have like Star Trek figurines and stuff now, or?
No, I don't. I don't. I probably should, since I've seen it, but no, I don't. Maybe I'll have to go on eBay see if I can find some.
Oh man, you're about to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we got this other question. This one's pretty interesting. It says, what is y'all's opinion on cross-genre music?
Cross-genre music. I'll let you start. Let me think about this.
So I personally feel like it's a necessity, like having cross-genre music, because I think it furthers just the music scape in general. And like, of course you're going to have your duds. You're going to have the cross genres of music that's going to be just straight garbo. I'll point to something like Limp Bizkit, metal and rap, but it just wasn't done well. It's straight garbo. I don't care who you are. You can't tell me that Limp Bizkit is good. But you have like, the jazz fusion and like the pop fusion stuff, and you have like the hip hop fusions of different things. You have the indie fusions of things. And I think that more and more we're seeing a cross genre of music just because our cultures are so intertwined nowadays because of social media. So I feel like a lot of people are being exposed to a lot of different things, and like even like you were saying last time that you've been listening to a lot of more Afrobeat stuff, and so like people that wouldn't have listened to it otherwise maybe found it through social media or something like that and influenced by it, and they're putting it in their music. So I think it's super dope. I think it's it can be hit or miss, but I feel like for the overall purpose of what they're trying to do, I guess I think it's good because it, like I said earlier, it just expands the music scape of what music could be, or what a sound could be like.
Right, I agree with you. I think it's it's funny because I never really heard that term in a very, very long time, and so really just like kind of sitting here and listening to you talk about it, I'm like, okay, now it makes more sense because you see a lot of jazz being mixed with hip hop, or you see a lot of jazz being mixed with R&B, which is kind of like almost the same thing, but not really. But you see a lot of just different genres being mixed in together. I like it, but only to a certain extent. Sometimes it can be too much, like sometimes it can be overwhelming in a way. But really, I've just been really trying to experiment more with like cross genres, just because it's so diverse in a way. It's different. It's not just like I try to, when I listen to music, I try to be experimental in a way, except for country. Like, I'm sorry to all my country homies, I apologize. Look, I ain't doing it.
There's a couple country tracks that are fire. I'm not even gonna lie. And that's coming from me, and I don't really be messing with country.
Yeah, I feel you, but like I think I'm very picky, when it comes to music, but also too, like I'm willing to have an open ear when I listen to it, because you just like sometimes, this is kind of a bad thing for me, but I don't know if you do this, Eric, but still to this day, bro, like when I listen to a new album, if I don't like it within the first like 30 seconds, I'm not gonna listen to it again. Like I'm not gonna be really that interested in it again. It's really a bad habit, bro, because sometimes when I do that, like if it's not fire to me at first, if I'm not bumping my head at first, I'm just like, I ain't feeling it. But my issue is that when I've done that and I've gone back and accidentally have listened to it in the past, I'm like, yo, this song is fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's my bad habit of really not sitting down and actually listening to the whole body of work. Because if I'm not interested, I'm just not interested in it. And that's my issue. And so I've been trying my best to experiment with just listening to the album. Now, if it's like a Kendrick Lamar album, for instance, right? I'm going to sit down and listen to it completely, because who knows what's going to happen in between the song, but there's just sometimes where I'll be bored and I'll just be like, man, 30 seconds, man, this song kind of trash, but low key, the beat don't come in until 2 minutes later, And so anyways, and so I kind of went off tangent, but like it kind of relates to cross genres, just that I'm trying my best to be better with that, just because it's so important, bro. Especially now, everybody's trying to experiment with different sounds and different genres in a way. And so I think it's important, but sometimes you kind of want it to not be overwhelming, because it can really turn you off too, Yeah, so that's kind of.
I think one album that I could point out is this one right here. If y'all can see it, the Random Access Memories from Daft Punk. This one. Right here. Okay, I feel like that's a good example of how to do it right, because they, it was disco, but it was also electronic music, and it was like just melted together so perfectly, and it felt like it was like future. It felt like, I was listening to the past, but at the same time, there was futuristic elements. Like I felt the love that they had for disco and their influences in it, but I also saw that it wasn't just like straight disco album, but it was a disco infused electronic album. And so I think that's a good example of something that would be cross-genre, in my opinion, done well. Now, of course, you got other stuff like, and I'm not hating on, this artist, but like the new Playboi Carti album, I feel like he was trying to like, I don't know if it was just an aesthetic he was trying to go for, but he was trying to go for that like punk aesthetic, very just aggressive and stuff, but I just feel like it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, most music nowadays is just influenced by so many different things. I think just because the internet, man, the internet just made it to where everything's open and you can listen to music from Japan or music from Iraq, stuff like that you would have never have known about without the internet. I mean,
I do have a problem with this though. I hate when there's an album, for instance, I forgot what album it was, but there's a few albums that was listed as an R&B album, right? I sit down and listen to it, bro. It was not R&B one bit. It was like alternative, it was like rock and I guess a little bit of soul mixed into
what album?
I'm like, this is not a specific album. I don't know what the album is. It's so many albums that I've listened to in the past, but I just hate when the album is listed as an R&B album or a rap album, but really it's not an R&B album or it's not really a rap album. It's more alternative or it's more, it's that cross genre, but at the same time it's like, yeah, but you're kind of stretching that a little bit,
It's kind of like the Tyler the Creator album, it was under the rap category, but Igor wasn't a rap album.
Right.
Like that was not a rap album. That should be up for like pop album of the year, honestly. Like the album was just genius.
Yeah, you remember when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, and of course it's more rap, but you know how like people were kind of thrown off to it at first because it was really jazz heavy?
Yeah, I mean it's super influenced by jazz.
Right. And people were like, dang, man, Good Kid, Mad City was such an amazing album. And Good Kid, Mad City had some jazz in it, but not as much as To Pimp a Butterfly.
It had bangers.
Yeah, it did. And so people were just like, dang, Kendrick, like, man, this album kind of trash, man. You got all this jazz and stuff into it. But the more people were listening to it, they're like, yo, this is a masterpiece, right?
Intricate, man. It's super intricate.
It's super intricate. And then you have the Damn album. He kind of, he went this way and that way and this way and that way. So it really just depends on who the artist is, But I think Kendrick Lamar is a perfect example of cross genre. He has his rock stuff sometimes. When he did that one song with, what's that one band that he did with?
It was Maroon 5.
That one too. He had that. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the. You remember that song? You don't know what I'm talking about, huh?
No.
It was that one.
Was it a live performance?
It was a live performance, but it was more so.
Was it
a rock band?
Was it with Imagine Dragons?
That's what it was. There you go.
I think there was. They did like a performance.
But I think he was on the song.
Something. Was he?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Yeah, but anyways, and so, there's artists that like to experiment with different stuff like that. And I think Kendrick Lamar is a perfect example of, he has his roots in rap and whatnot, but he's not afraid to dibble dabble in rock or to dibble dabble in pop stuff or dibble dabble in R&B and jazz and all that. So I think, sometimes it can be stretched out too thin, but I think it's dope either way.
You know what's another perfect example of cross genre for me?
What?
Funkadelic. Because they were like, they took like jazz and like funk and that sound and they combined it with like rock.
Yeah.
And they like made this like perfect melting pot of music that's just like so beyond its years.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't, definitely go listen to Funkadelic. They are just they've probably been sampled by your favorite rapper, honestly.
Dude, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, there's so much, music, man, is so just back and forth. There's a lot going on. There's so much going on in music. I love it. It's just sometimes, man, it can be too much. But sometimes that's okay. It's always good to try or listen to something different, unless it's country.
So that leads me into another question we got, which is, what are some recent scientific / technological advancements you find interesting?
Hey, they hitting this with the uppercut to the jab to the Oh man. Technological.
I'll tell you one right now. Zoom.
What? Yeah,
Zoom's crazy.
But honestly though, like, isn't FaceTime just the same thing?
Yeah, no. I mean, just the fact that we're able to see each other, hear each other, and like at the same time record this, and like it's just crazy to me that even that we can just see each other and we're not in the same place. Like that in itself is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's dope. I just figured, when people were kind of big on Zoom, I'm just like, we've had FaceTime for years. You're like, what's the difference?
I guess it's the ability of having more than two people on a call.
Yeah,
you can have like 100 people or something crazy like that. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I'm trying to think. I mean, we can always say like 5G, but even my phone doesn't even have a 5G, so I can't even speak.
I got 5G.
You do?
Man,
I'm behind the 8 ball. Well, I got 2G.
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. The 5, dude. I was honestly
fast, or fast.
It's fast. Like, I remember I did a speed test and I was like, how the frick is my phone getting like over 300 megabits per second in download speeds? Like, what the frick? This isn't my phone. This is my phone that I carry around everywhere. 5G is pretty crazy. I will say that's cool.
It's your boy Eric. You're frozen.
Oh, I'm frozen?
Yeah, it was frozen.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah. Talking about 5G and then just like, whoop.
It says my internet connection is unstable, which is weird. So let me figure out what's going on.
Crazy technological advancement would be.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry.
You're good. Probably be like all the weird face ID stuff and like face tracking and all that. Like the fact that people don't even look like they look like online because they can just throw on a filter and it has butterflies on their face and all that jazz. Like that's crazy.
That's super crazy. And I think and people already know about this. I'm sure this has been like this for a while now, but I think was just a whole, how these companies are really hearing us. Like they're listening to what we're talking about, to what we're wanting. We want Starbucks, and then you got an ad pops up about Starbucks, 2 minutes later on your Instagram. I think that's crazy to me. What was that movie called, bro? That was on Netflix, bro. That was crazy. Talking about the whole technology stuff.
Oh, are you talking about the social media movie?
Yeah,
I don't know what it's. I freaking forgot what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
I watched
Social Dilemma. I think that's what it's called.
There we go. Bro, like when people were talking about that, I'm like, man, I ain't got time to watch all that, bro. So I sit down and watch that movie, dog. I'm just like, yo, this is crazy, dog. Like I was shook, bro, and it was real. Like it's real life. Like that's real stuff, bro. And I'm just like, man,
it's creepy. I remember when I first noticed it. Like, I was like, how the frick do they know? Like, why am I getting these specific ads to such a specific thing?
Yeah,
it freaked me out. I remember specifically whenever Christina and I were getting married, and I was looking for a ring for myself. Yeah. And I kept getting like ads for like men's rings.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Bro, bro, like, I think another one too is really electric cars, man. I think that's huge right now.
That's a big advancement. I think like the first electric car, and I'm just, I'm pulling this out of some back, information that I have, but I think the first electric car was actually like back in the day, like someone had made a prototype like back in like, I'm just shooting here, like 1950 something, I think. or something like that. It's weird, whole weird story actually. There's a whole like conspiracy theory about it that he like built, or they had prototyped a car. And I'm thinking of the guy who prototyped a car that runs on water. There's a whole conspiracy about this dude who made a car that runs on water, and then he died, and like they don't have the schematics for the car anymore or something. Like it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how true any of that crap is, but the fact that someone even tried to attempt a car that runs on water, I think that's cool.
Yeah, I've just been seeing more and more, man. Just I think it was crazy. I think around this time last year, maybe not in 2019, you started to see a little bit of Teslas, and then now you're starting to see more and more and more of Teslas. Now you have, Ford coming out with a Tesla, Ford coming out with an electric car and whatnot. And you have all these companies that are coming out with electric cars now. I'm like, yo, this is like low-key the future. What's going on right now is electric cars. And I'm like, hey, shoot, no gas, but really it's more to it than just that, of course. But
yeah,
I mean, hey, man, if this is the way to go, man, and it saves some bread, I'm good.
Honestly, man, I have a friend who owns a Tesla, and I'm like,
dude, it's sweet, bro.
It's insane. Like,
have you rode in one before?
Yes, I rode in his, and I was honestly taken back by how smooth it drives, how the whole experience of it being in the car felt just next level.
It's fast.
It's so quiet. It's so quiet. I was like, what the frick?
Well, yeah, I had a friend of mine that let me actually drive his car just to kind of test drive it. And bro, I was like, nah, dog. Like, to me, it was like I'm driving like $1 million car, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, like, I'm not comfortable driving your whip like that. 'Cause I don't want to be responsible, number one. But number two, it's a Tesla, bro. It's a whole different system compared to gas and whatnot. So, I hop in the whip, man. He let me drive a little bit. And it's just like, I mean, the acceleration is quick and you just have to kind of adjust to it. I mean, the sound system is amazing.
Yes.
Bro, he put me on a spot, bro. He put the self-driving whatever on the car, bro.
Yeah.
That joint was just like, I'm just sitting back like this. And it's just doing this thing, bro. It backed up the car up in the parking lot, bro. I'm like, dog, low-key, I can't trust it at the moment, but hey, when you just cruising, bro, it's all good.
It sounds appealing, but at the same time, I'm like, what if something happens? And I'm just like, not even in control,
Well, I will tell you this though. There was a time, and my bad to cut you off, bro, but there was a time when I was doing the self-driving, bro, there was a car that came out, into the intersection last minute, and the self-driving didn't notice it, so I had to control it because sometimes it's not perfect, bro. Like it's a robot in a way that is controlling it, but it's not gonna be perfect, bro. Sometimes you have to have that human behind the wheel to control that because it's all nice that we can just sit back, man, watch a movie on our phone while it's driving itself. But bro, like anything can happen at any moment, bro. Your car ain't gonna notice that.
Man, I think we're closer to like self-driving cars and like all that jazz, but I don't think we're there like within the next 5 years. I feel like maybe in the next 10 to 15 we'll see really, really good AI. I think right now what they're doing is they're doing more of like testing and more of like focus grouping about like would you drive a self-driving car or whatever and all that jazz. But I don't know if like technology is there absolutely yet, but I see it within the next 10, 15 years that it's gonna be a normal thing of like just seeing a car, a Uber driving around without a person in it. Absolutely see that.
Low-key, that's creepy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's so creepy, but it's cool.
I think there's somewhere, I don't know, it might be like Dubai or something like that, where there's like actual like Ubers that don't have anybody in it and it's just self-driving. But I don't know. I don't quote me on that, but it's 10, 15 years. We'll see it. We'll see it around. It's going to be nuts. Yeah. Any other like technological things that you can think of that?
Man, not really, bro.
How about this air fryer though?
Dude, you know what? You know what's funny about air fryers, bro, is that I have a love-hate relationship with it. I really do. I think my only issue is with it though is that like, I'm trying to put some wings in the air fryer, bro. Yeah, it's nice and crispy sometimes, but I don't know, man. It don't hit the same sometimes, bro. It really don't. Like, okay, for instance, I like to put my wings in the oven, right? 350, salt and pepper, some spices here and there, a little dibble dabble. And I put it on 350, let it do its thing, man. Let it cook, and it's nice and moist. I mean, it's falling off the bone, bro. But you put in the air fryer, bro, you feel like you're eating a rock or something sometimes. In my opinion,
it's too dry.
Yeah, it get a little too dry, bro. The juice just ain't there no more, man. It's incredible though. It's a great thing. But for some foods, like it's good for warming up stuff, like some fries.
That's literally what I was about to say. I think the thing that I love about the air fryer is rewarming up food. I like that more than actually using it to make the food.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
I think one of my friends like tweeted something about like they got us buying air fryers, but it's a whole oven.
I mean, let's just be real. But it's convenient though, because it's quick.
It's quick. It's quicker, but I mean, is it better? That's
the oven is different. The oven is different. The oven is different in my opinion.
I think it might be like also like the amount of space it has to like get all the stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't like that I have to, because I have a smaller air fryer, so I don't like the fact that I have to do like 4 or 5 wings at a time. And so I like to put it on a whole rack, bro, put it in the oven, let it do its thing, and it's all done at the same time. So there's always the ifs, the if, ands, and buts, or whatever about it. But sometimes, man, we just like, it's cool, but I ain't gonna use it that much. So it is a great thing, though.
I love it to reheat things. I like it better than the microwave for sure.
Bro, I used to be heavy on the microwave when I was younger, bro. I'm like, man, what you want to put in the oven for? Well, you can get it zapped in 30 seconds, right? And then my mom told me about all the wavelengths and all the stuff that's bad about microwaves and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. But I just realized food is so much better in the oven, bro, because it just cooks it evenly. Oh, it's just perfect, bro.
I don't know what about the microwave. It just makes everything mushy.
It does.
It does. I'm not crazy thinking that.
No, you're not. No, you're
because like if you put some chicken in the microwave, it's gonna be dry or it's gonna be weirdly mushy.
Yeah, I think air fryer is clutch, but you just can't go wrong with the OG oven, man. I think that's the OG. Or just throw it on the stove, man. Zap it up on the stove, man, and just do your thing. A little Chef Homeboy RD, you be good. And you be good. So no, there's just so much going on with technology, dog. It's incredible. I think it's amazing. It's moving too fast, though.
I think that I would say that I'm impressed with how fast technology is moving nowadays. Like it's like we hit this point in humanity where technology is just going at some rates that are insane. Like, okay, something that is scary is like the AI generated people. I don't know if you've seen that, where AI just makes fake people that aren't real, but they look so real. Bro, it's terrifying.
Good, bro. No, sir. No, sir. Nope, I'm good. Yeah, all that robot junk, bro. I'm not messing with it. I'm not. I think what's that little thing that the dog, bro? Like I don't know if you've seen like those robot dogs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes, from Boston Dynamics. Yes, those freaking creepy dogs and robots that they'd be making. Did you see the video of them dancing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. You give me a real dog, I'm good.
I'm about to show you here. I'm about to screen share these people that AI created that aren't real.
Oh no,
bro! Look at this.
I'm scared, bro.
Okay, can you see my phone?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, look.
What?
All of these people are not real.
Nah, bro, you kidding, dog?
Bro, I'm serious. Look at this.
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Look,
Oh,
they do not exist. This isn't a real person, bro.
nah, bro.
See, look, watch. You can kind of tell whenever they have glasses because it doesn't like fully connect. So you see that, right? You see that here. Let me zoom in. Oh, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Can't. Quick hold. Go down. Okay, whatever. Anyways, you see how there's like these slight things that don't make sense? Like you see that earring is like not really there. So it's still, there's still ways to like see that it's not real, but oh my gosh, is this creepy?
It looks real though. Yeah.
This is so creepy.
Nah, bro, they can keep that in the factory, dog. Let it chill. Yeah,
bro, look at that.
Nah, bro. Nah, we ain't doing no bro. That's too much.
Bro. That's crazy to me.
And that's the thing, bro. Technology is amazing, bro, but they gotta chill out. They gotta chill out. And honestly, too, like TVs, bro. Like man, I got an LG. It ain't no 4K joint, but like this can probably be 5K coming up soon. 6K.
Well, they have 8K TVs.
Nah, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. How you gonna skip 5, 6, and 7, dog? How you gonna skip those and go to 8, bro?
It's just the way resolutions work and the aspect ratio. How it's.
Man, I'm still on 1K, bro.
It's double the so like 1080. I think technically is like 2K, and then you double it and you get 4K, and then you double that and you get 8K. So it's all like pixel like depth and all that stuff, and like so.
Hey, dog, I'm good.
Honestly, there's no reason for 8K. Absolutely zero reason for it. But people are gonna buy it, I guess.
I'm like, man, if you want it to look that good, just be there in person. You'd be good.
I think they've like tested, and I think the most we can see is, I think maybe like 4K. I think, and then after that, there's no like noticeable difference to the human eye. But
I mean, chill out,
4K is cool. I at first I was very like, everybody wait until 4K is more accessible, and now it is. But I remember when people were first buying 4K TVs and they were like $2-3 grand or something stupid.
Nah, I'm good, but I'm gonna say my bread. I'm gonna say my cash.
Yeah, I ain't spending that much money on a TV where it's like I can't even really tell how much higher definition it is.
Man, bro, that's a lot. Was there any more questions?
I think that was it for our Instagram questions. Let me see if any more came through. Oh, yeah. That's it. Is it?
Let's hop to. I want to briefly just talk about some of the albums that are coming out, or anticipated albums that are coming out for the year. You know, we're right here in the beginning of 2021. It's already the 14th of January. So time's already, or the 15th of January. So time's already flying. But there's gonna be some good music coming out that I'm excited about. Well, I don't want to say excited, but there's one artist or two artists in particular that I'm excited about. But we'll get to that later. But I'm just gonna name off just some albums and just artists that I really kind of care about that are coming out. Of course, that Drake album, Certified Lover Boy, is supposed to, rumored. I mean, he did have a video on it, but it's supposed to come out, I believe, January 21st. It's supposed to come out in January, so that's all that matters. So it's supposed to come out this month. It's supposed to be here, but there has not been anything that's coming from it. So
I saw some stuff on Twitter. I think someone had like posted pictures of him in the studio. So he looked really sad. So this album felt about to be fire. Someone broke Drake's heart. So Certified Lover Boy might be some heat.
Right, I hope so. I mean, it's been a while, really, in my opinion, since he's put out for me, a good album that I can listen to from track 1 to the bottom. But
I think the last album that I was genuinely like excited about was maybe the what is it? It's the one where it has him in the sky. What's it called?
Nothing was nothing was.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is that it? Nothing was the same.
Yeah,
something like
clouds, blue, and
yep.
like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That one. That one. Okay. And then maybe if you're reading this, it's too late or whatever.
Yeah.
A hit or miss on that one.
Yeah, it's really been hit or miss with him. I need that full body of work album, bro, that I can just bump, and not have to skip no song.
Because after that, we had what? We had the was it the Scorpion? There was something before that, right?
Scorpion was a good one. Yeah.
I didn't really like Scorpion. I felt like it was
okay. It had its moments, but it wasn't what I was hoping it to be.
So it's Nothing Was the Same. Then after that was If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, hit or miss. Then he did the collab album with Future, the What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, trash.
It had some bangers. Some bangers. You know what it was going to be.
Yeah. Views
has aged better. I think when it came out, it was kind of like, but I think it has. It does have one of my favorite Drake songs on it, though. Feel No Ways. I think Drake was in his bag in that on that song. Like the beat choice is fire, and just the flow, great. Then he had More Life. That's Playlist. It's not an album, but it's a playlist.
Yeah, I remember that one. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Definitely like background music. It wasn't like anything impressive.
Yeah.
Scorpion, if that could have just been, just trim the fat, man. Why did you put out an album with 13 songs or way more than that? It's like, it has to be like,
I think it's like
25 songs, and it was an hour and a half. Drake, do you really have an hour and a half worth of content?
But see, here's my thing though. I'm not against long albums just because I love music so much. But if most of the album is trash, it's a waste of my time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
what is Drake gonna tell me for an hour and a half?
But honestly, bro, like there has been a lot of albums or a lot of artists that has been releasing albums, like long albums, bro, like 20-something, 25 plus albums. 25 song albums. So it's like, it's kind of like the way that the industry is kind of making these artists do it. But yeah, if it's not good, bro,
it's more streams. It's the
stream, baby.
It's the trying to get more plays. The more songs, the more plays, I guess. But I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's been like this influx of people dropping like B-sides.
Yeah, that's what Drake did.
Like whatchamacallit, you had Lil Uzi Vert drop that album, and then like the next week drop like a B-side or a companion album, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's weird, bro. The industry is always doing stuff.
Even Eminem just dropped the B-sides to Music to Get Murdered By, and it's just like, bleh.
I have not listened to the album, by the way. Is it good?
Okay. The A side, I guess now is okay. He has some decent tracks on there, but like, I don't know. Eminem's kind of been very spotty with this last couple of albums.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so let's see what else. I think I lost my spot.
Foo Fighters coming out with an album. I'm excited about that personally.
Yeah, I ain't gonna listen to it. I'm sorry, I'm not.
That's fine.
I know you're looking forward to that Cardi B album. That's gonna be fire.
You already know that WAP is gonna be on there.
Yeah.
That song is best song of 2020.
You're not wrong. You got that Billie Eilish. I guess. Roddy Ricch. I don't really like his music that much, but he has some bangers that be hitting low key. Like low key.
There's something, I feel like there's a sparkle with Roddy Ricch. I feel like there's a spark, not a sparkle, a spark. There's something there, something that I feel like he hasn't like tuned into yet, but I feel like Roddy Ricch could be real special. Yeah.
I think he has potential. It just depends. I don't have an issue with him. I'm just not sold on his full body of work at the moment. But like I said, he has some bangers that I can really bump, here and there.
That song he did with Corday I thought it was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's see. We have Adele on the list.
Don't care.
Yeah. All right. No Name. I'm excited for her album.
Wait, what? She's coming out with music? I thought she quit.
Oh no, I mean, when they, you know how artists, when they quit, they don't really quit. They just, say they quit. Like Logic's gonna come out eventually. Let's just be real. That's a whole story. So yeah, it says here, Chicago's No Name is one of the more exciting young voices, not only in music but also in all of the culture, which is true. More than most artists, she's been able to read the room over the past year, prioritizing community action over self-promotion. Now, she really has been on Twitter. She had them Twitter fingers for a minute last year. She was going crazy. She still does, to be honest with you. But she was definitely throwing some jabs, bro. Big time.
I mean, we had that whole J. Cole and her interaction where he did a response to it, and it kind of was like, oh, read the room, bro.
Right. And so this new album is supposed to be called Factory Baby. There's no release date at the moment. It's supposed to come out, but who knows? Things change every year. So I'm looking forward to it. I think she has a lot of potential. I love her body of work, man. I think she's a really good rapper, man. Instrumentally, bro, her stuff is always fire. So we'll see. But I think people really need to listen to her stuff. I mean, she's up and coming for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Lil Nas X, I don't think I'm gonna listen to that.
Nope, I'm good.
Brandy Carlisle, I don't think I'm gonna listen to that. St. Vincent, I'll listen to it.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of cool. Rosalia, someone who everybody should be, having on their radar. It's cool. A lot of like Spanish stuff going on here, so be ready for that. I know you don't like Spanish.
I'll peep. No, I do. I'll peep it.
You don't like, anything Spanish related. You heard it here on the last podcast. He was on. Who were you getting mad at? It was what's his name? He was like on your best albums list for last year. He's rapping in Spanish.
Oh, we're talking about
D-Smoke.
D-Smoke, yeah. Okay, yeah, but let's just be real. Like, he was going too far with it sometimes.
Isn't he like?
Besides that, it was good.
Isn't he like a Spanish teacher or something?
He actually is. That's true. So, I get it. I mean, he's just trying to show off his skills. Another artist right here. Eric, do you know about this artist, bro, that I'm about to talk about? Her name is Sade. Do you know who she is?
No. Sir, people need to know who Sade is.
Man, she is a legend.
Legend with the capital L.
L. Yeah, I don't mean the L like we took an L. I mean, she is the GOAT, bro.
Taking the L if you don't listen, Sade.
It's funny with Sade, bro, like,
it's gonna come out with the vinyl.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's a must cop. But the thing with Sade, bro, is that she really doesn't have to release music ever again, but people get excited when she does because, mind you, bro, she puts out an album almost like every 7 to 10 years, bro. Like, she will put out an album, maybe do a tour, and then she's gone. Like, she's ghost mode. Like, she's gone, bro. So it's really, really important when she comes out with an album, bro, to really like I would love to see her in concert, bro, because she might not do another concert ever again.
It's been 10 years since the last hiatus.
Bro, she takes a minute, dog. Let me look it up because she normally takes.
It says that this will mark the official end of the band's third hiatus and their first new studio album since 2010's Soldier of Love. So,
yeah, bro. Literally, dog. She had an album called, this is when she was releasing more consistently, but she had an album called Diamond Life, 1984, Promise, 1985, Stronger Than Pride, 1988. And then this is when she goes into that, like, I'm Gone piece. So she went from that to Love Deluxe in 1992. That's 4 years. And then you got Lovers Rock, that came out in 2000. That's 8 years. And then you got Soldier Love, came out in 2010. Like, bro,
gosh.
And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 albums, bro. She takes her time, bro. That's why when she puts out something, you gotta like just.
It's special.
Yeah, it's special, bro. It really is special. Cause she's not about that whole releasing music every year type thing. She's not doing that. She's not doing that at all. So people that don't know who Sade is, man, if you want to get some good soul in you, she's the one to listen to. Trust me on that. 100%.
Now, if you don't want to get soul into you, Ed Sheeran is coming out with an album in 2021.
Ed Sheeran,
no shots here. Not even it's because he's ginger or nothing, but I don't be about Ed Sheeran like that. I still am confused of the Ed Sheeran like hype train that there was in like those couple of years.
It fell off a little bit though. It fell off a little bit, but there's still some hype fans for Ed Sheeran, man. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's like a track that I like by Ed Sheeran, and it was like it wasn't even like for an album. It was for some show, but it was fire. And I was like, okay, see, if you put more stuff out like this, I'll rock with you. But as you keep doing this pop stuff, I'm out.
Yeah.
What? Stevie Wonder coming out with an album?
My guy, hey man, we gotta appreciate Stevie while he's here, bro. Trust me.
This man deserves the world,
dude. Man, I can't wait. I'm excited to see what it's all about. I mean, I can't even tell you the last time he's put out an album, bro.
15 years.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, it's time for him to put out something, man. Maybe it could be his last. I don't know. Like again, Stevie Wonder doesn't have to put out music, bro. Like he's an OG. He's a legend.
He is certified. Like he has to be. I don't. Is he inducted in like the something like music like Hall of Fame or something?
I'm not for sure. He better be because I mean he's.
Without him, we wouldn't have a lot of what we have now.
Yeah, bro. Music will be. I mean, it will be all over the place, bro. He really brought that. I don't know, man. His soul, man. His soul music, bro, is just incredible, dog. Like he's a GOAT for sure, bro. I don't want to expand the GOAT name, but he's one of them for sure.
Absolutely.
He's one of them. Who else?
Justin Bieber.
You know that album already? He just came out on one.
Yeah, he did. And that album was doo-doo, boo-boo, like straight up caca. Okay.
All right. So low key, I like Justin Bieber, bro. Low key. Now,
when he's in his bag.
Yeah. The album wasn't bad. He had some good songs on there. It wasn't bad. But I was still missing. Again, he called it an R&B album. It was not an R&B album. It was a pop album. Let's just be real. Just be honest, right? It was not an R&B album. I'm sorry, it was not. It had some R&B songs on it.
The most,
but it was an R&B album.
R&B album I've ever been acquainted to. Then, because God, that was just.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad,
bro. But I was angry at the song "Yummy."
Okay, all right. Okay, hold on.
I was genuinely like angry. I was like, what is this?
Okay, so I liked it at first. I'm like, okay, it's kind of catchy. Yeah, the lyrics are corny. It's, definitely corny. Music video was definitely corny. But I think the beat was nice. It was catchy, but it got really, really annoying, bro, when people just kept on singing it, kept on talking about it. That's one of those songs to where I'll listen to it a couple times and I'm just done with it for life. Like, I'm good. Like, yeah, you got that. Yeah. Like, nah, bro, it's gonna be in my head now, dog. Like, it's gonna be in my head for a good 2 years.
I don't want that earworm.
But hey, man, I mess with Justin Bieber, bro. I think he's talented. He can't dance, number one. I think people really like to talk about his. I watched one of his concerts the other day. I don't know why. It was just on YouTube. And chill out. And, people talk about how he's a good dancer. He's not. His choreography is trash. Let's just be real with you. He cannot dance.
What are you talking about, bro? He's better than Chris Brown.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Chris Brown, and he's like Michael Jackson if Michael Jackson had skills.
Oh, okay. Michael, man, you know.
I'm just playing. You know, I'm just playing.
Nah. But no, people look, man. Justin Bieber, he's nice. His music is good. Sometimes he's just not consistent. But I mean, look, man, he's talented.
I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know if it's like a label thing or if it's a like just label, or what. But like that's very true. He's not consistent.
Nah, not consistent at all.
I don't know if it has to do with like the label being like, hey, you should try to drop a blah 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 type of album.
Yeah, bro. Eric, do you know most of these artists, bro, that I'm just scrolling through because I don't know most of these people, man.
I know some of them. I don't really be Slow Tie. I'm excited for whatever Slow Tie has come out with.
Yeah,
Slow Tie's cool. Thalia is cool. Spoon's cool, like an indie man. Casey Musgraves, honestly, I'm genuinely think that Casey Musgraves is cool. Like her music's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Like the album that she won Best Album of the Year for, I personally still think that maybe it should have gone to somebody else, but I'm not gonna lie. Album slapped. It slapped.
Okay. I'm gonna have to not check it out, you know.
To all my Hispanic brethren, Juanes is dropping an album.
That's my guy, bro.
If you for real?
No, I'm just
dope. Maren Morris, I think she's a country singer. Evanescence is coming out with something.
Oh yeah, bro! I can't wait for that.
I know you'd be playing Evanescence. You'd be like, "Wake me up."
Yeah, bro, I'll be in that.
Wake me up.
Yeah, be bumping that joint, though.
Cure's coming out with an album. How long has it been since they put out anything? It says a decade, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, there's so many artists, bro. But you know what? I'm looking forward to. Yeah, Madlib. Yeah, you can't forget Madlib.
Okay, so word is that MF Doom and Madlib were working on an album before MF Doom passed away, and it was like 85% done. And I think it got cleared to come out. If it does, I don't know what to think about it. I hope that the people in MF Doom's life are, first of all, signing off on it and thinking that it's not going to tarnish his legacy. And two, that they do it in the most respectful way. I think the way they did like Mac Miller's Circles, that was perfect. That was beautiful. Yeah. But man, I'm going to be super mad if they let this come out and it tarnishes MF Doom's legacy.
I have a question for you about MF Doom. So he passed away October 31st?
I believe so. So from what I know and understand, and from what we've gotten from like his people, is that I think he was in hospice for a while, and I think he passed away on the 31st, and I think they were just kind of like mourning and like making sure everything was, done well. But that's just so MF Doom to just kind of not be in the limelight and just
stay away from it.
2 months later we find out he's gone.
I was kind of thrown back by that, because when it first broke, I saw the October 31st 2020 when he transitioned, but I didn't really think about that at the moment. I'm like, man, he passed away on, what was it? I mean, when we found out the results, it was
New Year's Eve.
So I'm just like, man, 2021 about to start off bad already, right? So I'm just like, dang. But then I saw October 31st. It's been 2 months. And so I'm just like, how did like nobody leak that low key? I'm sure people respected MF Doom. I get it. But it's not hard to leak stuff nowadays. It's not.
I think it's just MF Doom just had a very tight circle and he was very private about his life and about himself, and he was very intentional when it came about like him just like showing the character MF Doom and not like his personal life and just being the persona to people. So
Yeah.
I think it's just Doom, something Doom would have done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited, but at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up too much. But man, MF Doom, I'm still like in shock about this.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Eric, you put me on to MF Doom, bro. You really did, and I really, man, like I said, I'm really behind the 8 ball when it comes to, you know, the hip hop rap scene, man. But when you put me on to him, bro, I'm just like, man, this is some good music right here, you know. And so I really didn't get a chance to really dive deep into his music, but I knew he had such a big influence on a lot of artists. His music really spoke to a lot of people. I'm seeing friends of mine and just whoever just posting stuff about him that I had no idea even knew about him, you know. So people really knew about MF Doom and really respected his music. And I think it's just awesome that his music will still always live on. I saw something that his streams are like crazy high right now, which I get it. But it's just amazing that people are respecting his music, respecting him. And also too, man, they're just excited just that, you know, man, he lived such a great life, you know, but it's sad that he's gone 100%.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason he got the moniker of your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Cause like the dude was just a lyrical genius, a producer. Like the dude had insane producing abilities. Like, man, if y'all get the opportunity to, like, please listen to Food by him. The album he did, like, I think it's like 90% of the production on it is his. So like the beats, everything, like, oh my gosh, it's insane. We lost a legend.
Yeah, man, it's super sad, man. I'm definitely going to be bumping his music, man, and really just learning more about him and what he was all about, and just really checking out more of his music because, you know, I think, man, what he did, man, was amazing for the industry and for the music world. And it's sad, bro. It really is, man. We ain't trying to, you know, we in a new year, man. We ain't trying to be losing the greats, man, and amazing people, man. But I know how life always moves on, but it's still sad, bro, to see people go. You know, it really is, no matter what happens, man. It really is sad.
And we had that Dr. Dre scare too, like at the beginning of the year, man.
Nah, we ain't doing this, bro. We ain't not doing this, bro.
Man, I from what we've been told, I guess, is that he's doing okay. He's still recovering, but man, that was scary.
Yeah, that was super scary, man. I was not. I was hoping, man, because aneurysm was no joke. So I was just making sure, man, that he was all right, man. I know he's been going through a lot with, you know, divorce stuff and all that. So I you know, that's probably a lot of stress on him. But I was just nervous, bro. I was like, hey, man, not Dr. Dre, bro. Not Dr. Dre, dude. He's such a beast, man. So such a beast, bro. There is 2 artists, though, before we end this up, bro. There is 2 artists that we have spoke about countless times. And I'm just hoping that they deliver this year, man. And that is Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Who's that?
Right. Who's Kendrick? Also,
who's Kendrick and where's Kendrick?
Yeah, I'm man. At this point, bro, I'm like, just don't get your hopes up. Like, just don't. Like, don't. You know, I know how on Fridays, bro, like, or Thursday nights at 11 p.m. is when our time is when music comes out, and so you're just hoping that Kendrick will drop something off the bat and surprise us, right? But man, like, I'm just like, you know what, Kendrick, bro. I'm still gonna bump your music, bro, but I'm kind of mad at you, dog, because you quiet. You just too quiet right now for a brother. You just too quiet. We want to hear from you, bro. If you're done with music, bro, just tell us. But man, I don't want to be seeing images of you at the beach making a music video when there's been nothing coming from it. Like, we don't know what that was about. It could have been him just taking a photo shoot for his PG Lang brand, whatever it's called. Like,
I was about to say. Wasn't there some new activity with that PG Lang brand thing? Like, a couple days ago?
Yeah, but it's like, if it ain't involving music coming out from him, I don't care. No, I shouldn't say that. I do, but I don't know, bro. I just was hoping a single. I don't care if it was 30 seconds, bro. I just needed something that said Kendrick Lamar 2020 or 2021, something that was updated so that we know that you are healthy and that you are good, bro. Even an interview would be nice. Can we get you on an interview, bro? Like something, like I don't know. I'm just trying to keep hope alive, bro.
I hope, man. I really hope he drops something this year. That was someone that I hoped would have dropped at the end of last year, and like big hopes about it. But you know what? He dropped Damn, like what was it, like was it 2 years or after To Pimp a Butterfly, or how many years was in between that?
I feel like it's been about 20 years. I mean
I feel like it was a short amount of time, honestly. But so 2017, and then when did To Pimp a Butterfly, when did that come out?
2015.
Okay, so it was 2 years. 2 years. And I'm not hating on Damn. That's not what I'm saying. Hear me out. I feel like Damn is like, I feel like it goes like Damn, Section 8, and then it goes Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly.
That order?
I think. I mean,
that's tough.
It's tough. It's tough. I honestly, I could interchange Good Kid, Mad City but I'm not, like, to me, just like To Pimp a Butterfly was just so perfect. Like,
I want to do this.
Wow.
On another episode, we're not going to do it today, but on another episode, I want us to rank some of our favorite artists' albums in a row.
That sounds like a great episode.
And I think that's going to have a lot of conversation involved with that, because there's a lot of discussion about that Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, based on your mood. Some people have their moods like, you know what, man, I'm just feeling jazz today. So boom, To Pimp a Butterfly. Honestly, bro, I'm kind of right there with you, bro. I kind of have To Pimp a Butterfly right there. Like, it's close.
It's close.
Good Kid, Mad City, bro, that was like I was in high school, bro. All I listened to type album, dog. Like, that has memories with it, bro. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do our list of albums based on certain artists, and I think that's gonna be dope, because there's gonna be a lot of going back and forth about that for sure.
I already know there's gonna be a little discussion there, little disagreements there.
Right. So yeah, man, I'm hoping for something, bro. Like I said, bro, a single, something, an interview, like an updated picture, 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
you know he's gonna drop a sneaker collab within the next 2 months. I put money on that. I put money on some type of clothing collab in the next 2 months, either PG Lang or Kendrick, like something.
I mean, I just need an update, bro. I want to make sure the brother is good and he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be all right. You know what? He's doing this thing. He's just hanging out. He's doing this thing. But I've kind of given up on the music, bro. I mean, like, you know what, man? We'll just get it eventually. You know, it could be 20 years from now. We'll get something.
When it drops, it drops. You know, and I'm gonna listen to it.
Exactly. So either way, man, I'm just hoping that we get some type of Kendrick this year, man. I'm gonna be hyped either way. And then one more, man. We gotta talk about J. Cole, bro.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, but what about J. Cole? J. Cole's been way more active.
Yeah.
He put out that single, Middle Child. Did he put out something after that?
Well, don't be like me, bro, and make the mistake of saying that collab album came out last year. It didn't. It's 2019. But it felt like 2020. I don't know why. But I think we've had a lot of music from J. Cole, right? A lot of music.
He went through that little feature escapade he went through.
Yeah. So I don't want to put J. Cole in comparison to not putting out music.
Middle Child also came out in 2019.
Middle Child?
Middle Child came out in 2019.
Wow, bro, that's crazy, dog.
It feels like it came out, bro. Last year was a blur. It's like if last year didn't even happen.
Bro, that don't make no sense. I mean, I know he did put out, you might be right, because he did put out 2 singles. He did put out 2 singles last year, though. or a couple singles.
Oh, that's right. Low key,
Uh,
the Climb Back and the Lion King on Ice.
Yeah. So he did put out those.
That's right. That's what I was thinking about, the singles that he put out.
I just low key thought because his last album was KOD.
Yeah, his last like
Solo album.
Solo album was KOD.
So J. Cole he's been out there. He's been doing this thing. He's doing the collab stuff. He's doing the feature stuff.
And then he posted that picture. Do you remember that picture that had like his like goals or whatever?
Yeah.
People are speculating that this is gonna be his last album.
It says the off season, it's a boy, and then the fall off. And then he's done. I mean, based on his little list. So who knows? I mean, who really knows?
What do you think this album's gonna sound like? Because KOD was different. It was
different. I don't think he will release another KOD, in my opinion. I personally think he's gonna go back to his roots. And depending on if he's really just gonna end it off of this last album or whatever, I think he's gonna go out with a banger. Now, look, bro, I have an issue with artists doing the whole retirement stuff, bro. Like, you know how hard it is to retire for something that you love to do? You know how hard that is to do that? So I think it's really just, I'm not saying that he's putting on a publicity stunt, bro, but at the same time, like, bro, come on. Like,
you think he's gonna go on like a super long hiatus or something like that?
He might do that. Like, but I'd rather them say, you know, this is my last album for a while. Hope you guys enjoy it, than the whole retirement. I hate that. I can't. I mean, he never really said retirements. I don't want to say that, but there has been rumors of him retiring.
Yeah.
But you know, it kind of like, it feels like it, you know, like you're just gonna be done. He's just gonna end it off with a bang and then boom, we're done. But I do miss a good J. Cole album, bro. Like just him, no features, like he's always done, and just him, banger, bro. I do miss that for sure.
I think the last album that I thoroughly enjoyed by J. Cole was 2014's.
Yeah.
That album, I think, is the last album that, like, by J. Cole that I genuinely was like, every single song on that album I can listen to front to back easily.
100%. Yep.
For Your Eyes Only, like, I listened to it all the way through the first listen, and I was like, there's nothing really memorable about it.
Yeah, it didn't hit that hard.
KOD, I think, was more memorable because it was just different from what he's put out. Like he was also like very like straightforward, just being like aggressive towards these new rappers on it, and like just being like, you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I will say that little like stretch he had where he put out those random singles with the music videos attached to them. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Those, like the False Prophets and Everybody Dies, those hit, bro. Yeah. I go back and listen to that. I'm like, I want this J. Cole. I need this J. Cole.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean,
that was back in 2016.
Right. You know, and J. Cole gets that, you know, when people always used to say J. Cole was boring, I can't say it when people say that, bro, like that. That really gets on my nerves, bro. Like J. Cole is one of the realest rappers out here, dog. Like, let's just be real. Like he's amazing at what he does, bro. You know, so I'm just hoping that with all that went on last year, you know, and then just going into the new year, man, I just hope that we get some more music from him. You know, I know we had a little bit of some singles here and there from last year, but I just need that full body of work album from him, bro, because I just miss listening to his lyrical content, bro. Like, I literally like to look at his lyrics, bro, while I'm listening to his raps, bro, and just see what he's talking about, because it's some real life stuff, bro, 100%. So I'm excited, bro. I hope that this is gonna be a good year, man, and just some good music, bro. Some real good music.
I'm hoping, man. This year we're supposed to be, hopefully by, mid, if not like third quarter of the year, we're supposed to be third or the last quarter of the year, we're supposed to be back into some type of normalcy. So maybe concerts and tours will excite people to try to put music out. So like, I know people are going to want to get on that quick, because once it starts rolling, people are going to be booking places like crazy, and if you don't get your spot, you're going to miss your opportunity to do something with it. So
I forgot about the whole concert scene, bro. That's a whole different. I mean, man, that's a whole year, bro. Really, without any concerts, bro. That's tough. And there was still a lot of music that came out last year, And mind you, once an artist put out an album, bro, they're touring in a month or 2 months or 3 months and whatever. They're touring right after that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, man, like they're basically going to be touring from that year's music, and then probably they put out music this year. I mean, it's just going to be a whole flux of people just touring like crazy, bro. I'm just hoping the prices just don't skyrocket just because, we need to get our bread back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I don't know what to expect, bro. Like, honestly, a lot of people are talking about how venues, I mean, there's venues that have shut down because of what happened. Because we're in what did you say earlier? We're in
the panoramic.
We're in a panoramic. There we go. And so, maybe the amount of venues you can choose from has dwindled down to just a couple few. And so maybe it does become a little bit more pricey, but maybe the experience is better. I don't really know how to gauge that, but I mean, there's just so many albums last year that I wish I could have seen live or heard some of the tracks live, like Thundercat's album. I would have loved to listen to some of those tracks live, but I don't know, bro. Like, I think this year is gonna really show who is gonna be kind of in the forefront of the music industry going forward, because I mean, you had artists do like at home concerts and stuff like that, and we had the whole versus battle thing come out of it, which was really dope. But I just want to see more of that, more innovation when it comes to the experience with music and stuff like that. I think that 2020 really showed, that just because we can't go to a concert, that going to a concert virtually doesn't have to be boring. The versus battles was really dope. Seeing the live chat, seeing people like be hyped about it and like stuff like that. So I don't know, dude. I hope that the concert prices don't skyrocket, but you never know.
Yeah, it's going to be, interesting to see what happens, man. I'm just hoping that we can kind of just get back to that normalcy, man, and we can just enjoy life. I mean, I'm enjoying life, but I just hope that we can get out and not have to worry about stuff like that no more. I think that's always going to be in the back of people's minds, man. But once all this stuff kind of clears out and kind of just, we can feel like, we're back to living our normal life, who knows? And so we'll see what happens, man. Concerts are going to be dope. Even going to sporting events will be dope. I mean, who knows, bro? There's just so many things that I think we kind of took for granted, man, that we're going to be like, you know what, man, this was a blessing to be able to, sit in a restaurant, man, and not have to worry about stuff and whatnot. And so, man, this was a dope podcast, bro. I know we kind of touched a lot of topics, man, but we like to kind of, be just different, man, and talk about different stuff, man, from technology to, of course, music, man. We'll probably jump into movies coming soon because there's a lot of movies that are coming out on Netflix and Amazon or whatnot. And so we'll definitely dive into that, man. So, Eric, did you have anything before we go, bro?
Nah, just everybody stay safe and social distance still.
Right. So, Choppin It Up, man. We appreciate you. We got some good stuff coming for you guys real soon. And we're definitely going to do that list, bro. Our top album order list. That's going to be fun. So
maybe we'll leave people with 2021 is going to be a little different here. We got guests coming through.
We got some guests coming through on the podcast, man. We're super excited to get that popping. And so we'll definitely kind of keep you guys updated. But, man, Eric, bro, I appreciate you, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Y'all stay safe out here, man.
And you too, homie. All right. Peace, everybody.
Peace.